Welcome to the special report, your news and views program about geek gaming culture on the internet. Come up in the show today, praise developer Arcane Studios is saying that Steam's refund window is in fact the demo window for the PC version of the game. Not sure how that's going to play out, but we'll talk about all of that coming right up in the special report, which starts right about now. Arcane Studios, the developer of the upcoming shooter Prey, spoke to Us Gamer on the 3rd of May, and he has some pretty interesting things to say about why the PC was lacking of a demo for the game. And this got a little bit odd, to say the very least. The developer Arcane Studios are usually, according to Ralph Catano, the co-creative director at Arcane Studios, they are mainly PC developers. But in an interview with Us Gamers, he went into detail about why only the PS4 and the Xbox One got a demo of Prey while the PC version never got any. And I'm going to read this ad verbatim, saying, quote, "It's just a resource assignment thing. We couldn't do a demo on both the console and on the PC. We had to choose. And besides, PC has Steam. Steam players can just return the game prior to playing 2 hours, so it's like a demo already. I also want to clarify that there's no PC port. I keep on hearing, oh, that's going to screw up the PC port. There is no PC port. We do the game on PC. It is a PC game. It is a different engine to Dishonored as well. So we might have our own set of problems. But we are, of course, very careful because of what happened with Dishonored 2. So we wanted to make sure the PC version of Prey is good." He said this while knowing that Steam has a safeguard in place in case someone goes and abuses that refund system to the event that if you do it too many times to some games that don't have that much of a hour of play amount, they will just not give you a refund. He goes on to say, the quote, "We have always developed our games on PC. We're PC developers. The thing on PC though, sometimes it's just the wrong thing. The drivers that came out at the same time as your game, or the hardware combinations out there are so numerous that we can't test absolutely everything, and sometimes it's just what it is. Bad timing, bad luck, but we've worked on it a lot. I'm not saying there won't be any problem at all, but I'm pretty confident right now." That's okay. Stop right there, because first of all, that was the end of the quote anyway. But let's throw away all the issues that this would come up as far as why would you want a Steam refund policy to be your demo window. Let's throw away all the caveats about that whole idea for just a second. You didn't have enough people to make a PC demo when you are essentially a PC-centric developer? What? Where does that make any damn bit of sense? Please inform me as to where you were not able to get a PC port out there to begin with, or PC demo to begin with, when you are PC-centric developers. That makes absolutely no sense. It flies into the face of logic. You had enough people to make a PC version of the game. You are PC-centric developers. Please don't give me that BS that you have no time or no resources to make a PC demo. Don't give me that BS, because quite frankly, it's not going to fly at all. If you have a PC-centric development team and you are essentially PC-centric developers and you had the time to make a PC version of your game, where are you suddenly going to say, oh, well, we don't have enough resources to make a demo, but we have enough resources to make not only a console version of our PC-centric game, but we have enough resources to make a console demo, and then just say, hey, your demo, your PC demo, is going to be not only the Steam refund window, but it's going to cost $60 freaking to get you a demo of the game, which, by the way, is going to be offered to consoles for free, because F you. That is essentially what this comes down to. This is essentially what they're saying. They're saying that, hey, we don't want to be bothered by making a PC port, but we're going to fling all of this BS at you in order to make you think that, hey, this is a problem that we don't have any way around. Yes, you do, because if you didn't, then there wouldn't be any other ports. You are a PC-centric developer, and I'm going to keep saying that throughout the course of this whole episode, but you are PC-centric developers. Do not give anybody any sort of BS like that you cannot make a PC demo of the game at all. There is absolutely no reason for you to make that excuse. None whatsoever. You cannot give me any sort of argument at all, period, to make me believe that you did not have any sort of resources to make a PC demo, a demo of a game that you've already made. Why not just port over the console version if you have that much problems with it? The console demo, the demo that people are getting for free on those platforms. And free, yes, because we go to talk about what this Steam window is. In case you're not aware, Valve made this a new thing to where if you are unhappy with the game that you've bought, you can ask Steam for a refund as long as you're not abusing that system. And quite frankly, it is sorely needed because some of these games are virtually unplayable. If you have any idea how the PC port of Batman Arkham Knight was all about, you will understand why this is needed. But some people do abuse that system. There was some problems with people having anxiety attacks about, wait a minute, this is going to stifle those games that don't have that much playability, that only have a couple hours of playtime. There are these micro games, and that got shut down pretty quickly by the whole idea that Steam and Valve have this safeguard in place to where if you abuse that system, you are going to get shafted from any future refunds. You are going to basically say, see you later, we're not going to issue you a refund. But here's the problem with this whole thing. First thing is first, again, this is a $60 demo you're telling them they're going to have to put down. You're telling them to take a chance, a $60 chance on a game when they probably don't even have $60 to put down at all to begin with. And then if they go and say, hey, we want a refund of the game, we didn't like it, who's to say that Valve is going to issue them a refund? They don't have to do that. Valve can refuse to give people refunds, especially if you are just using it as a demo reel, which is basically what Arcane Studios is telling people to do. They're saying, oh, let them eat cake, but that cake is going to cost them $60. And if you don't like it, there's a chance you may not get your money back. While the console people, they're going to get theirs for free. They're going to be able to try the game out before they buy it. But you people on the PC, you have to buy your demo and then try it out to see if you like it. And hopefully you'll be able to get your money back if you decide, hey, I don't want it. Which in itself is bad. Which in itself is severely flawed. You're telling people who on Steam to abuse a system that Steam has a safeguard in place for people who abuse that system. About a game which you should have had that port out there. You should have had that demo of the game out there. Period. There is no excuse. This is just laziness. This is absolute laziness on all forms. This is them not wanting to put a PC demo out there, but they know they're going to catch crap for it if they say the truth that, oh, we can't be bothered. So they're going to do a backwards logical way in order to explain this off. But they kind of got caught in this too, because now they're saying, wait a minute, you're PC-centric developers. Why don't you have the resources? If you don't have the resources to make a PC port, what are you doing making PC games? Obviously, there's a problem here, because then to top it all off, if you think we're going to ignore the other part of this whole quote that Colantonio said, he went on to say, hey, it's hard to be able to understand when drivers come out at the same time as your game, or bad timing, bad luck. Yeah, you're raising red flags here. If you're putting this whole PC demo as, oh, $60 to demo your game, and we couldn't be bothered to make a PC demo of your game when we are PC-centric developers, and then you come out and saying this quote, that it's just wrong timing when things go awkward like Dishonored 2 did, should we be a bit worried about the PC port of this? You're trying to do some backwards talking here in order to say, hey, it's not our fault if the game cannot run on high-end computers, if the game cannot run worth crap on any sort of machine. It's not our fault. Drivers come out at the same time. There's a ton of different fluctuation of machines, which is true, but when you take what happened with Dishonored 2 into account, when you take what they're saying now into account, I think I have a funny feeling what's going on here. You're pretty worried that your version, your PC version of Prey, is not going to be good at all. that it's not going to run well. You're worried about it, and you're trying to make sure that the PC community is not going to have an easy time to quote unquote try out your game. They're going to have to jump through hoops to figure out whether or not it is worthy of a playthrough. And all this is going to do is going to drive up piracy rates. It's going to drive people into not wanting to play your game. And if this is going to be published by Bethesda, like Dishonored 2 was, and that whole thing that went down with Bethesda and the whole review code thing, then you gotta believe that red flags is going to be all over the place. Red sirens are going to be blaring all over this whole idea. And I don't think Steam's going to like it very much. I don't think Gabe knew I was going to come into this whole room seeing this and saying, oh, I'm fine with it. No, he's not going to be fine with it. I have no doubt in my mind that he's going to sit there and say, no, that's not what this is used for. This is not used for a demo reel. This is used so people who feel gimped by things like Batman Arkham Knight, with things like the drivel that Digital Homicide tried to put out there, that Jim Sterling keeps finding, that those people who feel that they're ripped off by these games, who feel as though the game is unplayable, can get their money back for a game that is in no way ready to be released to anybody on the PC platform. And this would not be acceptable for a $10 game, a $20 game, but you want to put down $60? You want them to risk $60 on a demo? Or at least what your definition of a PC demo is? And then suddenly, if they try to get their money back because they say, hey, I don't like the game, and Steam says, no, we're not going to give a refund for that. That's kind of against the rules. That's kind of against the idea of a refund, but that's what they said. But we don't give refunds for that kind of stuff. Are you basically trying to say that you don't like this refund policy that Steam has? And so you're going to try to bait them into abusing the system so they can't get refunds anymore for your game, because you're hoping and praying that perhaps they have too many of these abusive refund requests, or maybe this is the one that they crack down upon. What's going on here? Because the way that they worded this, the way that they said it, seems to me that they made us have more questions than answers. All you really have to do in order to see that they are spewing a whole bunch of BS and garbage is to say that they are PC-centric developers, but they don't have the resources to make a PC demo? Are you freaking kidding me? You are nothing more than a sucker if you buy into something like that. I'm sorry, but there is really no excuse for that. That is not an excuse. That doesn't even count as half an excuse. Any form of excuse. You are PC-centric developers. A PC demo should be on there today. There is no excuse for that. And then you just come out and say, oh, well, it might be not as good because of this and that. It's like, no, it is not going to be good because you didn't put in the effort, because you decided that consoles were the way to go. And I don't mind that you're focusing on consoles, if that's the way you want to go, but good lord, don't do this backwards talking. If you don't want to put a PC port out there, if you don't want to put a PC demo out there, and I know I'm saying PC port and I'm mixing these two things together, PC port of the demo, whatever we want to say, but if you didn't want to do that, just say you didn't want to do that, unless you kind of knew you were going to get crapped upon for doing something like that, for saying it right like that. You knew exactly how you wanted to word this, but unfortunately, you didn't do that good of a job in wording it. You didn't do that good of a job at all. All you did was just anger a whole bunch of people who like this Steam refund policy. You might have angered Steam altogether. You might have angered a whole bunch of people in the PC gaming community who are seeing this, already being jaded by what happened with Dishonored 2, and they're seeing this, they're seeing you make excuses and saying, oh, well, the Steam refund policy is your demo. No, it's not, because if the console versions are getting the demo for free, and you're telling the people in PC to buy it on Steam, something they may not use either. Some people will not go on Steam, they go in GOG, or Green Man Gaming, or something like that. Not everything's bought on Steam. You may think it is, but it's not. You're telling people to essentially take a chance, a $60 chance, on a PC version of a game that may not run well, or may have issues, or may have some problems, or may have some gameplay mechanical issues that may not be on the console versions of the game. And keep in mind of how Bethesda has been handling these review codes. And Dishonored 2 was a main issue of that. And here are these Steam developers trying to make some backwards logic on things. No, don't buy into this. Do not buy into this. I would love to see someone pick this apart. I would love to see Steam come in and say, no, you're not going to go there. You're not going to say anything like that. We're going to put our foot down on this. You will be putting a PC version of that demo out there, or you're not going to put the game on Steam, period. Because you are just talking out of your you-know-what here. You're just talking with your head in the sand. You're just spewing out utter BS, utter garbage, trying to make excuses for something you should have done already. Hopefully, they reverse this whole thing and they reverse this whole way of thinking, because the way it seems like this, it seems that red siren should be going off in your head already and saying, this is our deal breaker. You don't put a PC demo out there that we can get for free in order to try out your game. We're not going to buy your game on PC. And matter of fact, don't buy a game on console either. Don't reward them for this kind of backwards thinking. At least until they come to their senses about, at the very least, that they're a PC-centric developer that should be making a PC demo. And or the Steam refund policy should not be used in this manner. That's going to do it for this edition of the Special Report. Thanks again for watching. If you do like it, please go ahead and hit the like button down below and subscribe for more geek gaming culture. Until next time, my name is JD Shadow, and that just happened.